Welcome to Green and Glamorous Living. I posted a video a few days ago after finishing grocery at Asian market, and I showed I got various vegetable, and I made a video about what type of vegetable you can get, fresh vegetable in Asian market. So you haven't seen that video, please see that. And you haven't subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe, so in that way you will easily find my video that I will post. So green papaya and cooking with green papaya is a option that I choose, which my mother cooked, my grandmother cooked. So I saw them and I growing up, and it tasted pretty good. And I thought myself that that is a good option because you are having a fatty meat, for example beef goat, or you can cook also pork. So having that vegetable that going into the stew, that you already having a significant amount of vegetable with your meal. So you might have other vegetable, but that's increased that vegetable intakes, and I think that is a very healthy option. And I time to time I cook that. So I will first show you how to cut that green papaya and cut in a dice and get it ready. And I will show you the spices that you would need to have it. Not every spice that you would have to have it, so if you don't have one or two, that's fine. Next steps I will discuss that.
Here is how I peel the green papaya with a potato peeler, and I split it in half. And as you can see that there is seeds inside, so you have to scoop out the seeds and then clean that, and then you will cut that in dices. So after cutting that, you have this one by one about inch size, 1 inch 1 inch size. You could have a little bit bigger or smaller based on your expectation of how smooth you want the papaya to melt it in the sauce. So usually about inch would be good. So as you see that little bit of a pinkish shade on the green papaya, so that's mean that this green papaya is slightly matured than the green I wanted. So it's hard to see inside the green papaya that how green it is. So ideally a little bit of a younger green papaya would be better. This will create a slightly sweet taste, which I did not want, but this is what I have and bought, so I'm going to use it. So just to let you know that the greener is the better for cooking this stew. Here I have that meat, and as you can see that there's a loss of I cleaned up most of the fat, but still there will be a little bit of a fat on the meat, and that's will same thing will happen for if you cooking goat or lamb. So this is beef I'm cooking. So I will have a chopped onion, maybe about a cup or a little more, and chopped garlic, here you will have a dry spice or a garam masala mix, not actually a powder but actual you have bay leaves, cardamom, cinnamon sticks. You could break into smaller pieces, that would be better, and some cloves, and I have some cumin seeds also. Cumin has a very robust flavor. Here I have the powder mix, spice. So I used here, you have the chili pepper, turmeric, maybe 1 teaspoon or a spoon and a half based on your taste. This is top is coriander powder, here cumin powder. So I'm using cumin powder and the cumin seeds. So cumin seeds has a more robust flavor. Here's your wet spice. I have a garlic paste a little bit and ginger paste, and I also have salt, and you can use salt based on your needed taste for salt. So first I'll put some oil and saute the onion a little bit, and in a minute I'll put the dry spice except the cumin seeds. Cumin seeds I will put later on, and I will stir it, and I'll wait to get this little slightly brown. So this, you can see that spice are getting a little roasted, and it's about 2 minutes later I will add the onion, garlic. So the reason that you put garlic a little bit later on, onion has a more water content, garlic doesn't. Now as you see that I cooked about 3-4 minutes the most, and it's getting brown, and this is the time that I add the cumin seed and stir it, and I have to get prepared some hot water to add it in a minute, so I will keep that prepared. And because I cannot keep this roasting in hot oil cumin seed for a long time, it's gonna burn out. And before I add the water, I will add the powder spice. So chili pepper powder, coriander, turmeric, and cumin powder, and I mix it just about maybe 15-20 seconds to lightly mix it in a hot oil, all the spice, and then I will add the cup of water, hot water, and you'll see lots of steam comes out. And I will cover it and simmer the sauce for maybe 2 minutes until it gets all the water gets evaporated or cooked and the sauce mixed it. And before I close it, this is the time that I will add the ginger paste and a garlic paste. The reason that you don't want to put that, if you put in a hot oil and while you were cooking, it's gonna have lots of splatters all over the place. So you add those wet spice after you adding the water. So I cover it and let it go for 2 minutes. But here after about 2 minutes I opened up and stir it, making sure nothing getting stick to the pot. And as you can see, most of the water contents has gone, and it was more of a oily. At this time I will add another half a cup of water to and stir it, and I cook for the second time the sauce. And the purpose is to really get the sauce and the powder mixed up, all the ingredient mixed in the sauce to create a very homogeneous sauce. So this is after second time the water got evaporated, and this time I will add the meat cubes into the pot, and I will stir it to mix it up all the sauce into the meat, making sure that most of the chunk has the sauce all over the place. And after stirring it, I will cook this for about 30 minutes in a low heat. And as you see that I did not add any water, so the sauce already has a little bit of a moisture in it, and the meat will release lots of water. So it is important that you lower the heat to medium low, because high heat will quickly evaporate the water. We just wanted to simmer it for at least 30 minutes to get this spice mixed in and the meat cooked. This is after 30 minutes. I actually meanwhile every 6 minutes, 5 minutes I stirred it, making sure nothing stick to the pot, bottom of the pot. And now I will add about 3-4 cups of more water, having all the meats sort of like a submerge into the sauce, and I cook for another 30 minutes. This time I will add the cubes after the sauce get a little more dry, and I would not add any water. The papaya will release some water in the sauce. This time the temperature you need to bring up from medium low to high for a few minutes, and then bring it down to medium high and cover it while you are cooking for next 15-20 minutes. So after 15 minutes of cooking, you got this lots of moisture released from the papaya. You could add a little bit of hot water if you need to make it more diluted. Also add the salt to taste it and the taste that you need. So after another 15 minutes of cooking, I turn it off. As you see, that is totally cooked. The papaya cubes are slightly edge area melted into the sauce, making the sauce gravy much more thicker, and is still there in a chunk. And you can see a little bit of a oil film kind of build up on the top after stopping the fire. So this is the perfect cooked. So here I have I'm going to eat that, and so I have I served over rice, and on the left side you see that I have few pieces of beef, but I have a bunch of papaya and the gravy that is mixed also with the papaya and other sauce. So having this meal and let's see, that I should have something else with it, but it's not just eating a piece of meat or a few pieces of meat. You are eating some vegetable, so that's a very healthy way of eating. So I hope this recipe or the way I showed how to cook would be helpful, and you're going to try it to see how you like it. So thank you very much for watching, and if you have not subscribed my channel, kindly subscribe, so when you come back in on YouTube, you can click your subscription list and you will find my channel, and then you will find my old videos. I will post various videos.